Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the second round of the winter season. I played on the first board and we were the away team, that's why I had the black pieces. He started with c4, e5, knight c3. Normally I play knight f6, but I thought I wanna avoid a bit the fury, and that's why I played knight c6. He decided for g3, d6, bishop g2, f5. So now we have a bit the King's Indian structure, like with knight here and these 3 pawns here. And after e3, knight f6, d4. Here I had to decide if I capture with the pawn or if I continue my development. I played bishop e7, and here I calculated that if white wants, he can go into an endgame already with capturing here, recapture, something like that. So my pawn structure would have been weak, but as a compensation I have the bishop here, and I was like, okay, if white wants that, go for it. Otherwise, I calculated that after d5, what he played, I'm not allowed to go with the knight to any of these squares, because otherwise there will follow a check with double attack, so I will lose the knight. So I played knight back. And the idea is to maneuver him to c5 by one of these routes. Then he continued his development, castle, castle, now a5, with the idea that is shown here. Because I want to block b4, that my knight here is safe, otherwise he will always play b4 with tempo, and then I would have some problems. So he played b3, I continued my plan, and here he played bishop a3, not bishop b2, which would have been another idea, but his point is just to avoiding this move, because in this case he would simply capture it, and yeah. So the computer says here best move is bishop d7, and after f4, yeah, knight b4, something like that. However, I decided for a more active move, which was computer not the most accurate, but it always puts pressure on your opponent when you attack. I played g5. So g5 has the clear idea of playing g4 and just continue attacking. Here he played queen d2, g4. In case he would play h3 or f3, I would capture and then open the g5. After e4, I played queen e8. The plan is to go here. I don't mind if he captures. Actually, I would be happy because I can recapture with the bishop. Then he played f4. And f4, I evaluated it as a mistake during the game, which is correct according to the engine, because there's the really rare move, and I always like to play it, especially in a classical game, when you take en passant. Just quickly repeating, when he goes from the starting position 2 squares, you can pretend as he would have moved 1 square. Then after recapturing, queen g6, now we put some pressure on this pawn. It got a bit too big, that's why he captured. But now my pieces are quite good developed, and I have here this strong center pawn that is a danger for him. Bishop g2, knight g4. The idea is to bring my bishop, which has no task at the moment, to bring him in the game. So here White decided to cut a rope with rook captures f5 and sacrifice the exchange. The other option, what I calculate, is bishop c1, and after h6, h3, I would play bishop, and yeah, knight there and something like that. So he decided to give up the exchange. I recaptured with the queen, and yeah, now the idea is queen f2. If he plays rook f1, it's not really a problem. I just step back and try to exchange all of the material. He went for knight e4. Then I played knight f2. The idea is what I told you before, to exchange everything on the board. So he played knight there, capture, capture. And now queen h5, again with the idea this bishop doesn't do anything at the moment, so I want to activate him. Rook e1, bishop g5, queen g2, and now I want to put both rooks on the only open file which is existing currently. So rook f7, rook e2, rook f8, and yeah, here after g4 you would have had quite a nice combination, and I needed a bit long, like actually 7 minutes or something like that, to find it. You can pause the video and try to find it by yourself. What I calculated first was rook f1, capture, capture, capture. And then I always calculated this line first. But the move that wins is, instead of capturing the free pawn, is giving here a check. Why? You give a check and at the same time you attack the knight and you can't defend both, so you will lose the knight in the next turn. And let's say after this and this, we have a queen against a rook, and that's way too much. The game continued with bishop b1, and here the winning combination is apparently practically the same. Rook f1, queen captures, rook captures, and here my opponent resigned. For the same reason, if we would capture the rook, we have here this double attack, and doesn't matter what he plays, we have a queen against the rook. So after the first round, which was not that good, the second round now I managed to win it in a wonderful tactic at the end. Was really good for self-confidence that I won this game. The team lost, unfortunately, 1.5 to 4.5. So yeah, we still have to fight not to down promote at the end of the season. And yeah, with this wonderful game, I wish you also a wonderful weekend. Stay healthy and enjoy your own chess games.